Hey Spicy, I just wanted to ask a quick question if you don't mind. How do you scan or find altcoins that are about to break out and if they are going to reverse? Like there was some coin that just kept going really high, it was really heavily overbought. Um, I guess how do you know when to short the top? Thanks. Okay, so I'll cover two things. The first one is scanning, and then the second one is shorting the top. Okay, so luckily with scanners, I actually have an entire article where I go really, really in depth with how do I actually scan or find altcoins, which are a I think are going to break out because they are in a trending environment, or B, they're going to reverse. I think they're going to reverse because they are in a choppy environment. So breakout environment is just, it's very trendy. It's very staircase like. So either huge staircase to the upside or huge staircase to the downside. Reverse, I only trade these when the market is doing something that looks like that. So this article covers all of it. I'll just quickly show you how detailed I go with this. So there are 4 lessons that I cover in this article, and I go really, really in depth, like really in depth. And I explain, I like share stuff like step by step instructions as well, like how to set up a watch list. I go step by step with like using the screeners, like what do I do? Um, Basically each step of the process, I explain all of it. I also explain, yeah, changes in market conditions. Yeah, you know what? I'll give you the link. Yeah, I'll include the link in the description of this video, and I'll also put it as the pinned comment. And I'll DM you again the article and also this video. Okay, now the second part of the question is, how do you know when to short the top? So, quick answer, I don't. I never successfully short the top because I just don't do it. When when something is trending like crazy, there's really 2 different or 3 different approaches that you could take. The first one is, I think that whatever was happening is just going to continue to happen, right? So let's say I was to draw a vertical line. Let's say this is the present moment. This is the past. This is the present. Like this is the present. And then this is the future. There's 3 ways I can play this. The first way is whatever was happening, I think there's going to continue to happen. So this is not me shorting the top. This is me longing the top and assuming that it's just going to keep going higher. The second way is I think this is done. I think whatever was happening is no longer going to continue to happen, and I think it's game over. So either I'm betting on nothing changing, I'm betting on a big change, or option 3 is I just don't bet at all. Now, I have a very different approach to what is mostly talked about on social media, which is if something is going crazy, I found it so much easier to just say, okay, whatever was happening, I think it's just going to continue to happen. And I'll just keep longing. And I would rather continue to spam longs until I'm eventually wrong rather than have a bearish bias, try to short the top, and continue to be wrong until I'm eventually right. Because see, if you're trying to short the top, you're betting on a change of conditions, right? You're betting on a change in conditions rather than you're betting on nothing changing, which means that you need to be looking for something really specific to show you that the conditions are maybe starting to change. I talk about changes in market conditions in this article, but it's a complex topic, right? It is a complex topic, and shorting the top is magnitudes more challenging than just saying, I don't care, I'm just going to keep longing it. And then as soon as continuing to keep longing it fails to work, or it's not working as effectively as it was before in the past, that's a sign that maybe something is changing. That's a sign that maybe I should stop spamming longs, right? But the way that I trade I don't really try to predict stuff. I more try to react. So first data or information comes in, then I look at that information, and then I would make a decision based on based on the information that has come in. Which means that if I'm trying to short the top, I'm not predicting that it's going to collapse. It's rather, it's already collapsing. It's already starting to trend to the downside. And I'm going to be entering not early, but I'm going to be entering late. And sure, I'm going to be entering late, which means how much more of the move can I catch? Not much, but I don't care. I don't go for these huge swings. I just go for like a quick in and out. I catch what I can, and then I'm done and I'm out. The downside to trading like this is when you share these types of trades on social media, like the clean, consistent, small winners, they don't go viral on social media because people see like me, like if someone sees you entering a trend late and then catching a small little leg in that move, it's like it doesn't look that impressive. But if someone shares a trade where they nail the absolute top and they catch like a 20R short or something like that, yeah, it looks really impressive and it gets a lot of engagement. But it's like, what game are we playing? Are we trying to look cool, or are we trying to make money? Um, so yeah, the way that I trade is I don't predict, I react. I don't enter early, I enter very late. But I don't care that I enter late because I have a high degree of confidence when I'm entering, and I catch lots of little winners and I just stack them up and compound them. And that's basically my trading strategy. So yeah, for screeners, use the guide, and for shorting the top, I don't do that. Something that I would recommend is for you to join my Telegram and then go through my entire momentum trading guide and also my mean reversion trading guide. They're both PDFs and they're in the pinned message of my Telegram. They go like very in depth with how exactly I trade these breakouts and also how I trade these reversals. All right, sweet. I hope that was helpful.